Yo, what is up, Bitcoiners? Good morning. Happy Monday. I hope everybody is gearing up for the new year for 2025. It's going to be good. It's going to be exciting. We've got a lot of things planned at Bitcoin Mining World, and I am stoked to be a part of this mission. You guys have most likely heard about the anti-crypto army's new IRS reporting rule that was announced last Friday. If you haven't, let me just say that Elizabeth Warren and the Biden administration aren't making it any easier on people who use DeFi, save in Bitcoin, or trade cryptos. We're going to talk about it in today's show. Let's jump right in. Welcome to Channel 256. I'm your Bitcoin and Freedom Maxi host, Trevor, and each day during the week, I bring you Bitcoin current events. We touch on everything from the political winds of change to how profitable or unprofitable Bitcoin mining is. There's never a dull day in Bitcoin, and I hope to entertain and enlighten you in about the time it takes to get your cup of coffee in the morning. Let's get right into it. As always, we will start with the mining metrics for Monday, December 30th. Okay, I'm looking over here at my Clark Moody's dashboard. At the time of recording, the current block height is 877,052. The total network hash rate is 786.2 exahash. The daily hash value per petahash is $57.92. We hit the all-time high of 108,280 on December 17th, 2024. And we're currently sitting at about $92,990. It's a perfect time to stack some sats at a discounted rate, if you know what I mean. The last difficulty adjustment happened over the weekend on December 29th. It was a 1.2% adjustment upwards. The next difficulty adjustment is targeted for January 12th in 1,924 blocks. It's estimated to be a 0.9% decrease. Currently, the fee rate is about 4 sats per VBytes. It's an excellent time to consolidate some UTXOs. And real quick, before we criticize the various three-letter agencies that have no right to do what they do, I have a message from Bitcoin Mining World. Our Channel 256 current event show is proudly brought to you by Bitcoin Mining World. Bitcoin Mining World is more than a mining equipment supplier. We are educators and advocates for the next generation of Bitcoin miners. Through training programs, boot camps, and a growing network of miners, we're decentralizing the network and fostering a thriving ecosystem. Every purchase supports our mission to empower miners and build a stronger, more resilient Bitcoin network. Let's mine the future together. All right, so I would like to preface today's current event with this. I genuinely do not have a decent understanding of what is going on here. That said, alarm bells are going off inside my head. I've tried reading the report. It started to hurt my head after about 2 minutes. I've read several articles, and the best I can come up with is that, as Caitlin Long stated on Twitter, this is a desperate last attempt by Elizabeth Warren and the Biden-Harris administration to send crypto and, by extension, Bitcoin overseas. I am open to hearing what you guys have to say and whether or not I'm completely out of my element, which I am. Anyways, here's what we're talking about. So a new rule proposed by the Biden administration aims to significantly expand IRS oversight in the cryptocurrency industry. The regulation mandates that brokers, including crypto exchanges and wallet providers, report detailed user transaction data to the IRS, basically KYC to the 9th degree. This measure is intended to close tax loopholes and increase compliance, but has drawn criticism from industry advocates who argue it could stifle innovation and compromise user privacy. I mean, we're criticizing it for good reason. If implemented, the rule is expected to transform how crypto transactions are handled and reported in the US, raising concerns about its potential impact on the industry's growth and user autonomy. So, before I give you my thoughts, here's something you might be interested in. With Bitcoin exchanges facing new reporting laws and KYC getting stricter and more invasive, right now is arguably the best time to get into Bitcoin mining. Because guess what? They can only KYC you if you're buying Bitcoin, not when you're creating it. With that being said, Bitcoin Mining World has over 15 different sites all over the US that are turnkey and ready for a new operator to step in and start generating revenue. Our sites range from a tiny 0.5 megawatt site in Kentucky to over 200 megawatts in Louisiana, and everything in between. To learn more about these sites, reach out directly to me through X, YouTube, or by email at trevor@bitcoinminingworld.com. All right, back to our current event. Based on my backwoods high school level education, These new rules are setting a precedent that the outgoing administration wants nothing more than to castrate the industry, which is something we already knew. I mean, anti-crypto army, Elizabeth Warren, all these things kind of amalgamated in one. From what I understand, they are basically saying that anyone who facilitates the exchange and transfer of Bitcoin, crypto, NFTs, and any other DeFi protocol are required to do background checks and KYC their users to the full extent of the law. They basically want to make it not only extremely difficult to use crypto, but impossible. Look, I'm no friend to crypto. I think at best, most of these DeFi protocols are misguided attempts at trying to digitize real world assets. And at worst, they are straight up Ponzi schemes and scams. That said, I do believe people have the right to put their money and energy where they desire without having the state or some three-letter agency crawling up their rear end with a microscope. Now, it's not all bad news. The rule does not go into effect until 2027, and it can still be shot down by the new administration and Congress. If Trump is as crypto friendly as he says he is, it is my hope that he will shut this down and we won't have to worry about it. In the meantime, I am going to dive further into the Bitcoin mining rabbit hole because they can't KYC me through my Bitcoin miner, at least not yet. I'll keep you guys updated on this story as it develops. That is all for today's show. Thank you for tuning into Channel 256. Today's show was brought to you by Bitcoin Mining World and the MasterMINED Club. If you liked what you saw, please leave a comment, like, and subscribe for more content. I'm your host, Trevor Bello, and I'll see you tomorrow for another update. Until then, remember to stay grounded, keep educating yourself, and constantly grow. A quick reminder that Channel 256 is for entertainment and information purposes only. All opinions expressed are my own and not those of Bitcoin Mining World or its affiliates. Please do your own research and speak to a professional before making any investment decisions.